Like as far as Jalen Hurts goes, like I know he's not a system quarterback, is what I'm trying to say, a game manager. That's very assaulting. Like,
Also, man, let's just touch on Jalen Hurts a little bit. Let's touch on him with the tush push. Have you guys seen the exchange that Gilly and Cam Newton had over the boy?
yes, I did, and I understand why Gilly did it. I understand why Cam clapped back too. And I don't think Cam. I think they both have points. I do think. You know, I don't think he's just like just a fucking like an offensive like stooge, like as far as Jalen Hurts goes, like I know he's not a system quarterback, is what I'm trying to say, a game manager. That's very assaulting. Like I do think he could go out and win it. So I think Jalen Hurts can do the damage, but I feel like he just does what's asked of him. But when you do look at the numbers, his numbers were worse than Rodgers last year, who had a poor year. His numbers, he had less touchdowns than Bo Nix. Like, honestly, like he performed by the numbers in the middle of the pack with the most stacked offensive team maybe in recent history. So, yeah, I mean, Cam has a point, but also Gilly has a point because sometimes, your job isn't just to do all that when you got Saquon behind you and figuratively and literally on the tush push. So I don't think he's being disrespected, and I think they both made points on their argument. Silly C, do you think Jalen Hurts is just a game manager?
No, that was even let's go back to Elway. Like Elway was a phenomenal passer, one of the top passers in the league, but then really never won until he got the elite running back in Terrell Davis. So I mean, it took him to get an elite person like that to take some of the pressure off of him throwing the ball. And that's the same thing that Hurts is getting with Saquon Barkley. Because before they had Barkley, they still were getting a lot of running and the tush push and stuff, but his passing was a lot more up. Now they're able to control that and reduce the turnovers. So I have to say, honestly, that's a good move, especially when you have somebody that takes some of the punishment that Hurts does with the tush push and with some of his running. So I think it only makes sense to take him out of harm's way a lot as much
I
as
think
possible.